Hello friends, I am Ajay Bhandari from India. You would have definitely noticed two distinct features in the ongoing US-Israel war with Iran. One, why Iranian warships are sinking like paper boats. And second, why not even a single Iranian missile has hit either USS Abraham Lincoln or USS Gerald Ford till date. Even when they are such big prominent floating targets and when Russia and China could have passed on their exact real-time location to Iran through satellite imagery. What is the secret behind the Americans sinking more than 30 Iranian warships and mine-layered ships within 2 weeks of the war? Let's try to find out. We will also investigate the reasons for Iranian missiles not being able to strike the American aircraft carriers. Let's first talk about Iranian warships. Thing to note is that the condition of Iranian Navy before the war broke out on 28 February 2026 was not at all robust. Many of its warships had capsized due to technical failure, aging equipment and lower safety standards much before the war started. IRIS Sahand destroyer capsized in Bandar Abbas dockyard in July 2024 while undergoing repairs when water entered its hull and cables securing it snapped. IRIS Kharg was a 40-year-old ship and it was Iran's biggest naval ship. It caught fire while sailing in Gulf of Oman in June 2021. Firefighters battled to douse the fire for almost 20 hours but could not save it from sinking. Iran's Talaye vessel also capsized in 2021. According to experts, Iran's domestic ship industry shoehorns modern equipment and weaponry into much smaller and older hulls. By mounting heavy radar and missile systems into smaller ships causes balancing problems which leads to their capsizing. Like Sahand capsized in 2024 and Talaye in 2021. It does not happen with the modern navies of other countries. Iran's safety drills to coordinate friendly fire during exercises is also of low standard. In 2021, during a training exercise, Iranian frigate Jamaran accidentally fired missiles onto its own ship IRIS Konar, in which 19 sailors were killed. Not only this, their Damavan destroyer collided with concrete breakwater during a storm in 2018 and got capsized. It was clearly a navigational error and a result of a poor quality of training and poor seamanship. In Modgay-class frigates, heavyweight modern technology equipment has been mounted onto lightweight vintage frames against all engineering yardsticks and due to which they had to lose Sahand and Dana frigates. As such, Modgay-class design has been copied from British Alvent class during the 1960s by doing reverse engineering. Small 1500-ton hull ships were converted into multi-role frigates by fixing heavy AESA radars, 4 to 8 medium-range SAM launchers, and anti-ship missile load was also doubled, which resulted in mismatch in the ratio of center of gravity G and meta center M, due to which ships started getting capsized on slightest roll even before they could be fired upon by the enemy. IRIS Dana, which was sunk by American submarine in Indian Ocean near Sri Lanka recently, was split into two parts when hit by a single torpedo, which shows that the hull was overstressed due to its own overweight. This is the limitation and structural defects in the Modgay class frigates. The other reason was the surprise element maintained by the American submarine, which did not give any reaction time to Dana frigate and it just capsized with a single hit. Let's now talk about the reason for Iranian missiles not being able to hit any of the American aircraft carriers till now. Americans know very well that in case any of the aircraft carrier is damaged or destroyed, it will be a decisive factor to end the war. If this happens, the American people will ask for the resignation of President Trump and the Democrats will eat him raw. Besides losing the midterm elections, USS Abraham Lincoln and USS Gerald Ford are the symbols of American might, especially the invincibility of American power. If any one of these two icons are damaged, it will be jolt to the image of America as a superpower. People world over will start doubting the high ground of American invincibility. But in spite of being such big targets, not even a single Iranian missile has flown close to the aircraft carriers, let alone the chances of hitting them. Let's try to find the answers to this mystery. A carrier group is the most heavily protected naval formation in the world. Its defensive layers destroys enemy missiles much before they could reach the target. The moment a missile is fired, the SDIRS system detects infrared heat signatures from the space itself. AN/SPY-1 radar, which are mounted on Aegis destroyers, detect missiles within moments of their launch. It can tackle hundreds of targets simultaneously, and within seconds, SM-3 ballistic missile or SM-6 cruise missile or RIM-162 ESSM close-range missiles are launched. AN/SLQ-32 electronic warfare system jams enemy missile radar system. In case any missile still manages to infiltrate the security umbrella and arrives at close proximity of the aircraft carrier, the Phalanx CIWS rapid fire cannon fires rapid burst of 4,500 rounds per minute and destroys incoming missiles before they could detonate on impact. Ships also use Mk-36 SRBOC decoys, which project false heat targets and missiles hit decoys instead of the ship. One more important aspect is that USS Gerald Ford and USS Abraham Lincoln travel at a speed of 30 knots or say about 55 kilometers per hour and keep changing their location. When a missile is fired using their current coordinates, they would have moved ahead when the missile arrives on the pre-designated targets.